beer tubers, and welcome to yet another Christmas themed beer review with all the ornaments and everything. So, as you see, I already got the beer for this review poured because my camera ran out of battery and kind of cut everything off, so it's already poured. But the beer for today, guys, is another Christmas beer, of course, another seasonal beer, and one I haven't had, I think, but it's been out for a while. So this is the Mikkeller Drinking in the Snow. One of the few Mikkeller beers I'll be reviewing. I have two other Mikkeller beers to review for this season, and it's Santa's Little Helper and To Be a From, because I review those every year, like the different vintages, and those are some pretty nice beers. But this is Mikkeller's attempt at making a alcohol-free or low-alcohol Christmas beer, kind of like they do with their Drinking in the Sun, which is like a pale wheat ale, hoppy pale wheat ale, on also I think it's like, is it 0.3 or 0.6% alcohol? Something like that. But this is then a Christmas beer instead, made with barley malt, wheat flakes, cassonade sugar, hops, orange peel, coriander seeds, and yeast. So that's pretty interesting. And yeah, I mean, this is a great idea to make, I actually think, because often in Denmark especially, we have these Christmas dinners and whatnot, and also like the days after Christmas. We celebrate Christmas on the 24th, so like the days the 25th, 26th and whatnot, we usually have Christmas dinners with family and whatnot. So if you're the driver, designated driver, then you can still enjoy a couple of these for the like Christmas foods and whatnot, instead of just sitting looking, maybe just having one beer or something like that. So you can drink something like this, which is awesome. Cool stuff. So I don't often drink beers like this, but I was recommended trying it when I went to pick up Christmas beers. So let's pour a little more into the glass here, and I will let you guys know what I think. I mean, it looks pretty impressive in the glass for an alcohol-free beer. And it wasn't as expensive as all the Mikkeller beers as well, because it's alcohol-free. But it looks nice in the glass. It looks like a kind of Belgian Christmas ale, Belgian strong dark ale, something like that, just without the alcohol. It's a hazy, kind of dark copper, brownish color. 1.5 of really frothy, 1.5 finger really frothy, kind of beige looking head. It looks really nice. It looks like an authentic kind of Christmas beer, Belgian styled. So let's check out the aroma on it. It does smell like, you know, your traditional Belgian Christmas beers. It smells a lot like, you know, your Coarse and Dark Christmas and Golden Carolas and whatnot. You're getting the definitely orange peel and the coriander seeds. There's a kind of a toasty nuttiness, dark fruit, dark berries. It smells pretty good. It's a bread, almost like rye bread. We actually have a big tradition in Denmark for drinking alcohol-free or low-alcohol beers during Christmas. A Danish beer style called Brewed, which is, it means white beer if you translate it directly, but it has nothing to do with the color white. I just think it's kind of like a reference to everything is white during Christmas because it's snow and whatnot. But it's style that has a lot of shrouds of mystery, because it was originally an authentic kind of Danish beer style that was an ale, and then over the years it became industrialized and made into a lager that's now made with like sugar and is there any spices around? I know it's made with sugar at least, and then they add the sugar after the fermentation's done, and like the yeast has been killed off, and it's only like 1%. We usually have it with food, but I should stop rambling and give this one a taste. So cheers, guys. That is rather tasty for a beer without any alcohol. It is actually a lot like Brewed. Now that I think of it, it's got a similar sweetness, that sugary sweetness, but then you get a little bit more because you get the spices. Really impressive mouthfeel for a beer without alcohol, though. It's like light, but slightly chewy because of those wheat flakes. Because I remember Drinking in the Sun as being very thin. It's like just a crusher, the summer version of this, but this is rather tasty. A caramelly, toffee flavor. You're definitely getting the coriander seeds and orange. There's almost like a little bit of a kick of generic hop flavor, just on the back end with some bitterness. But this is a whole lot like Brewed, interestingly enough. Just kind of like Belgian inspired as well. Like some spiciness, like a spicy bready, almost spicy rye bread. like a bready, chewy feel. And then there's like the caramel toffee tones, a little bit of a wheatiness. I'm actually really impressed for a no alcohol beer, or low alcohol if you'd rather say that, because there is 0.3% alcohol in it. But yeah, that's pretty tasty. So guys, rating wise for the Mikkeller Drinking in the Snow, I'm actually going to go 85. This is probably, I mean, it's not got the same oomph of flavor as a, like Santa's Little Helper from Mikkeller, which is kind of like a spiced up Belgian styled beer, Belgian styled Christmas ale. They pack more punch of flavors, more mouthfeel, more complexities. But for what it is, it's probably the best low ABV or alcohol-free beer I've ever had. I've never had a beer without alcohol or with such a low ABV that tastes of as much as this does. So guys, if you get the chance, check out the Mikkeller Drinking in the Snow. Tasty stuff. And let me know what you think of this one if you've had it. And do you guys have any recommendations for alcohol-free beers for people watching in the comments and whatnot? Because, hey, maybe people want to drink some alcohol-free beers over Christmas if they're driving and whatnot. Because there must be some other ones out there that are pretty tasty as well, other than this one. So, as always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. And I'm going to say cheers. And see you guys in another beer review.